What's up, guys? So today I went to Goodwill and I picked up a gem, and by that I mean an Air Warriors Ultra-Tek gem. So basically this is a triad knockoff. Okay, third party, because it's actually pretty good. It's not a knockoff, but it's single prime, it has 3 dart storage, and a non-rotating barrel. So it's a triad, but obviously it's not Nerf compatible. There's no barrel point, there's no rail point, there's no stock point, because it's a pistol, for crying out loud. Now that being said, a lot of Nerf pistols are compatible with all that, so let's ignore that. So Air Warriors, which is Busby, or Busby, which is Air Warriors, whichever, they've pretty much kind of like had a parallel with whatever Nerf has came out with, and of course, so this is the triad. But there is one big difference between the two, and I was actually really interested to find this out, because it was a surprise to me as well, is that with Nerf, they have a system called the Smart AR system when it comes to a multi-barrel blaster that does not rotate. This one, however, does not have a Smart AR system. So an AR, when I say that, it's an air restrictor, and that just keeps air from leaking out of barrels that aren't loaded. For instance, like this has 3 barrels, and it can fire from all 3 barrels. It doesn't rotate like a revolver. In this instance, it's more like a turret pistol, I guess, if we're going to go semantically. But with a triad, you can load any of them, and it will just shoot until it is empty. You don't have to worry about which barrel the air restrictor is associated with at the moment. And really the best way I can explain that, after I've tried recording this multiple times and tried to talk about it, and to be honest, it made no sense to me either, is to show you. So for instance, I was testing this out in my truck, because of course, you know your boy carries around a dart with him. So I bought this for $1, a whole, well, 99 cents, so not even a whole dollar. And I decided to test in the truck. I'm like, man, this thing's busted. And then I found out, oh, it's not Smart AR. So if this was a triad, a Nerf triad, I would be able to shoot my heart's content and then say, it doesn't matter which barrel I load, it'll shoot from it. And I have a 1 in 3 chance of this shooting right now. I should go to Vegas. No, so, for instance, I'm going to load the same barrel. Now, why did that happen? So, the barrels don't rotate. The air restrictor does. So, what that means is that only one of these barrels is in use at a time. So, right now, it is this barrel, because it rotates counterclockwise. So, for example... Whoa, okay, hold on. I am off rotation. I'm not going to cut that out. But, you know what, let's just load it, and we'll go from there. And I'll find out which barrel. So, okay, so... So this is Busby. It's not quite Nerf, so the darts kind of stick out a little far, but they're still compatible. It's the same diameter and everything. So, I'm not going to take you to the range. I'm still demonstrating. So... we'll find out which one the air restrictor is associated with right now. It was the left one. So now the one is going to... so I'm going to take that out. The air restrictor, that it is now right here. Since it's going to this one, I'm showing that these two aren't going to shoot. Ta-da! Now, check that out, right? So, there is a plus side and a downside to this. The plus side is that there's no leakage, there's no chance of leakage, because there are plenty of times that there's only been a handful of Smart AR blasters that I've shown on this channel so far, and there's been a few times where I've mentioned like, oh, well, it's not that great, or, oh, these barrels are fine, but this one has a slight leak, therefore every time, like, for instance, if you remember the Tri-Strike review, I was having problems with the Mega Blaster Dart underbarrel launcher thing, because the Smart AR system likes to let some of them slip, and that could be my darts, it could be the actual blaster, I have no idea. My Mega darts are not in the best condition. This, however, will shoot, like there's no leakage, because the AR, there's only one AR, you don't have to worry about it. Now that being said, if you're in a position where you don't know which one it's associated with, and you need to like load one dart and shoot, you are now playing Russian roulette. You're literally playing Russian roulette. And you know, it's pretty easy with me sitting in the basement here, or, I mean, it would be easy if I showed that to be accurate. It's pretty easy for me to sit not being shot at or not in the middle of a field, like, playing or whatever, it's pretty easy for me to keep up with which barrel. I've already forgotten which one it's on. I'm thinking it's the top one right now. I was wrong. So, like I said, it's kind of hard to keep up with it. So if I was in a situation like HVZ or something like that, where I am out of darts. I'm not out of darts. That's a different channel. But if I am out of ammunition and I pick up one dart and I'm like, oh, which one is it? And like there's like a person playing as a zombie like approaching me and it is literally do or die. Which barrel is it? I know right now it's the top one, and I would be able to do that. I got him. Now, I can't guarantee that that's going to happen every time, because it's equally as likely for me to go like, dead. So, you know, it has its plus and it has its downsides, but we're going to take it to the range, and I'm going to show how usable it is with other ammunition. I've been using this with Elite darts, and AccuStrike, and even the Air Warrior branded darts, so like no business, but like I've got a few knockoff darts that we can try, and I do mean knockoff. I got these darts, this dart specifically from a blaster that I got from Kroger for $1, and like I love that Nerf is the standard diameter. I just got done talking about how unreliable it is with the air system. These are suctions. You don't see many of those anymore. So whistle dart. It's a pretty fun blaster. Would I recommend picking it up for like $1? Yes. Good lord. These little blasters are super fun, and they're just, I mean, they're fun to play around with at the house. They're pretty like low stakes, simple blasters to use. You don't have to worry about keeping up with accessories and stuff like that. So it's really not a bad blaster. It is my first one with a non-smart AR system, so there was a bit of a learning curve. Not really a big one, but you know, one regardless. But that's what I have for today. If y'all have like a favorite Ultra-Tek blaster or anything like that that I should keep my eyes out on, let me know in the comments down below. If you like what I'm doing, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be doing these videos regardless, but it'd be nice to know that people are liking them. No, I'm just kidding. But, so I just opened an Etsy page for the paintings that were a few videos ago. It's called Lasset Art Studios. I'll leave a link to it in the description down below because Lasset's spelled pretty differently. But yeah, it's a link to it's a page of just the splatter paintings that I do, and I you know, I have no problem there. I'm not commissioning them at the moment. I have a lot of them that I'm going through, and I can't really make them at any point. It's kind of a messy process, as you can imagine. Most of that video is me in the middle of nowhere doing this. My brother and I have a podcast. It's called Ketchup with Crab Legs. We're on Google Play. We're on iTunes. I'll have a link to our page in the description as well. We're on our 6th episode. We just recorded our 7th, and that 7th one was, oh no, we recorded our 8th. The 7th one is next week. Our 8th one's gonna be good. The 7th one is good too. I just happen to know the night. It'd be cool if I knew what number episode we were on. He actually did have to. If you listen to the 6th episode, our most recent one, you might notice a little secret thing that maybe we were wrong about what episode it was, and he had to go back and edit all of our audio about that. So if you want to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, or Snapchat, I'll leave that in the description down below as well. I'm Khalil Jenkins. Thank you very much for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So, see ya.